Hello, YouTube. I'm heading out to work right now, and I'm actually leaving on time. I think. I didn't actually check. I didn't actually check transit schedules or anything, and so I don't know. I don't know if I'm leaving on time or not. To be honest, I don't know. I took everything I could to just get myself out of the apartment and go today, but anyway, it's 4:50 p.m. Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. Day 3 of taking public transit to work, and looking back, I'm still dumbfounded I did this for as many months as I did, because it's already the point of just, this just sucks. Life without a car in Phoenix it just sucks. There's just no two ways around it. And it's just starting to get warm out. It's not terrible hot out today. I texted my landlord today. My thermostat's still set on in heat mode as opposed to cool. It's set for heater, not air conditioning. I guess it can't do both. It's got to be set like one way or the other, and somebody has to go up on the roof and switch something to change it. And I texted him about it, and he's like, "Oh, you should let me know earlier. They were just there. They were just there doing everybody but you." To try to send somebody out tomorrow, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if you got the guy, like, I'm just wondering why he didn't text me, or just have the guy knock on my door, or just have the guy go on the roof and just do it. Like if he's at the building, why pay for 2 service calls? Just have the guy do every unit all at once. Shoot me a text message letting me know it's getting done. It's kind of weird they handled everybody else's but didn't handle mine just because I didn't ask him to. It's like, apparently you're the only one that didn't notice it was getting hot. I'm just I don't even think I responded to that. It's like, no, I got, as I'm thinking to myself, no, I noticed. I got bigger problems, but I noticed. But yeah, it was kind of uncomfortable in there yesterday, and this afternoon getting kind of uncomfortably warm in there too. Wow, look at that. We got a random suitcase just laying here in the park. That looks mildly suspicious. And in the last couple of years, this park has kind of become a magnet for homeless people as well. Oh, looks like they just recently sodded this, put new grass in. And it kind of doesn't match the other grass. It looks nice, though. Glad the city of Phoenix is at least kind of working on it. So, yeah. Wonder if he knows he's not supposed to wear his backpack like that. Well, then again, maybe it was that sod was there for some kind of a water infrastructure project, because I can see where it went. And there's new asphalt there on the bike rack. On the bike route, I mean. Oh, anyway, I called Rob, asked how my car was going. He said, and mentioned to him that, hey, didn't I just kind of recently replace the alternator? As he did recently replace the alternator, I was having an issue with, not that it wasn't working, the alternator was working fine, but the bearing was making a whole lot of noise. And I was like, well, did you replace the whole alternator or just the bearing? It's like, you can't replace just the bearing, it's just the alternator. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Which, to me, Not like I'm expecting him to do labor for free, but I would imagine that if the alternator's having to be replaced this soon, it would be under warranty. We didn't even discuss that, but I'm sure when I see him, I'll ask him about that. But he said he's having a hell of a time figuring out why it's stalling. So, well, she's jamming. So, yeah. I don't know. He said he'd call me back. He's trying to figure it out. Like he was it sounded like he was working on it right when I called him. So, it was my understanding that he would need a fuel pump to do it, and that he needed money from me before he could go get the fuel pump. But I don't know. Maybe he went ahead and spotted me on that because he knew I would be getting money today or tomorrow. And it's already come through today, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. There's enough money to cover at least most of those repairs that came through today. And as I was thinking about that, and listening to Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, which I was talking about this morning, still sitting on the turntable. As I was kind of getting ready for work, I was like, I just put a record on, and I just dropped the needle on it again. It's because it's been a few days since I actually played it, so it kind of put me in a good vibe to get ready for work. And I was thinking, that's Priscilla's copy. Of course, I never asked her to bring it to my place, and I was pretty frustrated that the day that she did bring it to my place, I was really frustrated that she had taken my live record off my turntable and put that one on it. And that she would even bring that record to my house, so Kendrick Lamar, being that I already own that album. Like, you don't need to bring your own Kendrick Lamar album here. I have that album. I had that album for years. But I was thinking, it's like, well, I wonder if I should mail that to her. And that reminded me that right at the beginning of the month, she did spot me $120, and I need to pay that back. So money's so tight right now, and hey, at least she's not asking for interest and fees and all that shit that I would be dealing with if I'd have done a credit card advance, cash advance, or something really stupid like a title loan or a payday loan or something stupid like that. But still, I still owe her the money, and I don't know. Still haven't heard from her in a while. So apparently, when she was yelling at me over not being able to get through her gate and just going over the damn thing, and she's all freaking out about it. I was just even more pissed off that she'd tell me to come to her place, knowing that I struggle getting through that stupid gate, and then not even have the decency to be there. Like, how are you gonna tell me to come to your place for something when you're not even fucking there? God, that kind of shit just pisses me off so much. But then have the audacity to yell at me. And I pretty much all I said back to her, I said a couple of things actually, but I yelled back at her that you're not what when she was yelling at me on the phone, I said, you're not fucking worth the hassle. You're not worth this hassle. And I just hung up the phone. And she came and tried to yell at me in person as I was getting in my car. She gave me the food, which kind of surprised me, but at that point, I was just practically in tears, having a breakdown over it, and I don't need that kind of stress in my life. I don't. Like, it's like, does the good outweigh the bad? Is the occasional sex, which is periodically great sex, and other times just kind of Is it in the sometimes good companionship worth all the frustration that there's just so much of? And I don't know. I mean, I largely felt alone with her. I largely feel alone now. You know, did that change? Yeah, I guess it's a little worse now. I did yell at her right before I drove off. I told her you're the main reason I want to kill myself half the time. Which is not the happiest thing you can say to somebody as you're leaving them, but that's pretty much how I was feeling in that moment. So I'd love to check on my iPhone to see how much longer it's going to be until the bus shows up. However, as I mentioned a couple days ago, due to the screen issues with my iPhone, the Valley Metro app doesn't work in it anymore. Oh, and I noticed as I was heading out today that the one strap that hasn't come apart on this backpack is coming apart. So yeah, this backpack's being extremely short-lived. I'm super frustrated about that. And God, I just wish I mean, part of me wishes I had the skills to fix it myself, but I just wish I knew somebody. Wish I had a person for that, you know, like a shop that I knew to go to that would do that kind of mending on the cheap. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe posting on Phoenix List, PHXLIST on Reddit. Sometimes people look for random services on there, and sometimes they find them. So, but God knows what somebody, you know, that I contact through that would want to charge me for that, you know. And what's a reasonable price to mend a $6 backpack? I don't know. Super frustrated about that, though, and it seems like it wouldn't be that hard. It's just coming apart at the seam. Been kind of holding that together with those clips. Anyway, I should wrap this up so I can get on this phone. And I'm on Obamaphone 4, by the way. It should be obvious because the video is not all shaky, and you don't hear all that noise in the background of the camera twitching. It is really loud now. It's annoying because even when I turn on the any app that activates the camera, I get that annoying twitchy, and I mean the whole phone shakes from it. So I can't even open Snapchat to check other people's snaps without that annoyance. And of course all the other issues that come with it. Like this morning I was trying to use it to scan a QR coupon code at Fry's for $1 digital deal, $1 off pack of Kroger sliced cheese. And yeah, I can't even use, you know, because the camera's so fucked, I can't even scan QR codes or do any of that stuff. And I tried doing that with the selfie camera, but I just couldn't seem to get it lined up. Anyway, I gotta get that situation resolved soon. Although right now my other iPhone, the one that's disabled, the one that was stolen and I got back from the police, that one's actually inside my car over at Rob's shop. Oh, I did look up the other day when I was headed to G-Bar-G, and I said I was gonna see if I could maybe Google what to do with it. So apparently to fix it from that screen, you actually have to connect it to a computer with iTunes. So yeah, kind of at a standstill. I'm going to need somebody else's help with that as well.